Are there any other cases of animal cruelty being dealt with by the New South Wales Local Court? While we wait for Kevin's hearing in September, I thought I might look at other animal cruelty type cases that are before the New South Wales Local Court. I'm going to do this in two parts. In the first part, I'm saying while it's challenging, you can still find cases. So I will discuss how I discovered one, but I won't say any of the details, just how I discovered it. Second part, I will discuss only some of the details, none of the graphic ones. Then I'll discuss the sentencing and look at deterrence. Please skip the second part if you don't want to hear about the animal, but I understand the animal lived happily ever after. So are there any other cases? Well, the answer is, I have no idea. The court lists only print the defendant's name and they don't say what they're charged with. The police don't issue media releases for every arrest they do. Same with the media, they don't print stories about every case. So a lot of cases are never spoken about out here in the community. This includes the animal cruelty cases. But there are cases about animal cruelty happening in the New South Wales Local Court. And here's an example. How did I discover the case? I accidentally discovered it. This happened here at Maitland Local Court. In June 2024, I'm sitting in the gallery waiting for a case I'm following when I noticed the RSPCA inspector was also sitting in the gallery. The inspector is dressed in their full kit with the RSPCA inspector written across their back. By the way, I never speak to anyone involved in this case. But this got me thinking while I'm listening to the endless traffic cases, is there a case today that involves animals? Yes, there's a case that involves a woman who I will call Stacey. It's not her real name. When Stacey's case is called, there is a reference to the RSPCA in court. However, the case is adjourned and no details are ever spoken about. Surely the case involves animals if the RSPCA are involved. So I return here when the case is mentioned again about a month later in July 2024. The same inspector is here. I wait, hoping maybe pleas might be entered and I might hear the charge. In the meantime, I'm approached and questioned why I'm here by a court officer. I say it's the RSPCA case. I'm trying to find out what the charge is and ask, is that okay? I'm starting to get questioned a lot. Remember, I'm a member of the public observing from the public gallery. These are all cases being heard in an open court. I don't interact with the parties and Stacey is not her real name. The only way for me to find out the public information is to listen from the gallery. Unless the registry are allowed to say what the charge is, no, I can't be told that. Anyway, it's been a couple of hours and the case hasn't come up yet. I'm not super comfortable sitting in a fairly empty gallery after being approached, so I decided to call it quits. Yes, I could have stayed. It's okay to be a member of the public in the public gallery, but sometimes it's best just not to annoy the court. I follow a lot of cases here and I don't want to start something with the court. I need to keep coming back here. I prefer to quietly observe and then get out of there. I want to keep it that way. I return a couple of weeks later in August 2024 and listen to Stacey being sentenced, which I'll do in part 2. So animal cruelty cases are being dealt with by the New South Wales local courts. However, they are tricky to find within the hundreds and thousands of other cases. But you can find them, you just have to work for the information.